This is like a long. Oh, starting right now.
Oh,
I'm about to say this is a long 5 minute delay.
Man, you know how we have to go live. You gotta time it up and prep.
Yeah.
But it's been
What we doing? This right here is the boy that answered the Cummings right here. This is TV Nerds with the good,
the bad,
and what the So, this week has been interesting.
Yeah. It's been some achievements. Hell of achievements. Hell of achievements.
Few achievements. I mean, you could also say that, some things just don't change, but
We're flying drones on Mars.
which is interesting. I didn't think. I mean, the fact that they're able to develop something that can defy another planet's gravity.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Four propellers, four rotors. Mm-hmm. That's been faster than they do on Earth because there's no atmosphere on Mars or some shit.
Yeah, I feel that.
But yeah, it flew for like 12 minutes or something.
What did it lose battery, or did it go down or something like that?
I think it was just a test.
Oh, just a test?
Yeah, they just did a test. It was like
what's the point? What's the point of the helicopter on there anyway? Is it just to is it something to replace the rovers or something, or?
I think it's to help the rovers because some of the rovers can't get into canyons and the craters because they're too steep, whatever. Yeah. So it's you just and it does a recon of the area, and then it brings back. It's low key science fiction,
it is
interstellar shit. Low key looking forward to the future now.
I mean, but yet
flying drones on Mars now.
Have they gotten the man on Mars yet or no? No, because I know it's a 6-month journey just to get to Mars. So
yeah, it is.
Yeah. And who knows how long they want him on Mars? So
there's no. They already said there's no return trip. They already told niggas the truth.
I know that they were saying that if you're gonna when they wanted to put people on Mars, live on Mars, or even with the moon, it was once you get there, there's no returning.
Yeah, they're
do I not like this planet? You gotta not like Earth that much to just be hey, y'all, I'm out.
Well, that's not. I think the issue is there's no returning now. So if you're if anyone wants to go right now, I suppose you never want to be the first one. The person's there, all right, we're all leaving. Yeah, how are we getting back? Huh?
We get it back.
Get it back. Yeah.
This is one way ticket. One way ticket.
You didn't see your boarding pass?
One way. What?
Boarding?
Yeah, one way.
Yeah.
Is there no round trip?
There's no return date.
Once we touch down, ain't no going back up.
Yeah, we taking apart the spaceship, returning it into houses, huh? Yeah, dog, we ain't coming back. You better say goodbye to peoples now. That would suck.
Dang,
that would suck.
I mean, we're just gonna need a lot of people who are just by themselves.
Send prison, prisoners who wants to make a difference.
That seems kind of cool.
No. If you give them you really want to do it. But yeah, it gets me out of jail. Hold on.
There's prisoners who got families, man.
It doesn't just get you out of jail, but you're going off planet. You're gonna be helping the world. You know what I mean? It'd be helping the world. And then if you think about it, it'd be your last a one way of going out with a bang. It's then you can say such and such helped build this colony on Mars, and then you could be a convert. You know what I'm saying?
Still
go down.
I don't know. It's still just
go down this inmate 374.
You just So it's I still just think it has to be people who are just willing to know we're not coming back.
Yeah,
I'm cool with not leaving Earth.
Yeah, it's all voluntary.
Yeah,
it's all voluntary. You can't just force.
And it can't just be
that's what I'm saying.
Just prisoners, No,
I'm saying that's a option.
It's an interesting concept, but I mean, not only with that, but shoot, this past Tuesday, on 420, a very interesting 420. Not only was it, is it still technically an unofficial holiday? 420?
Yeah.
Not only just the unofficial holiday of 420, But also, we're gonna go there a little bit. We got the verdict for the Derek Chauvin case. He was found guilty on all 3 charges. We all could have known that. Like, took him 3 weeks to say he's guilty.
The defense was terrible.
Yeah. He looked. Oh, when we talk about this later on, like, dude, all the reactions were just wild.
It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
Yeah. Not only that was something else to kind of celebrate a little bit. Even though afterwards someone else got killed.
Yeah.
So it's like,
it's like not even a victory. It's not even a victory.
It's like a sigh of relief that this got some justice.
Yeah.
We still got a long way to go. I don't know if you're like still in the verses, but there was the Method Man versus Redman versus.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, it was fucking lit. It was lit. I love it. Like, Redman and Method Man, they're really, I would like to say they're very, I don't know, I want to say underrated, but they're one of those kind of hip hop duos that are just, they need more appreciation. And that night showed, because like it wasn't really typical verses. It was just like,
they just turned into a show.
Yeah, it's a show.
It was just a show.
Because they got so much love for each other. They got so much respect for each other. They done so much music together. So it's like,
they're just
they played their hits and everything, which was cool. But it was just the vibe and everything was just amazing. They had so many guest appearances.
Yeah,
it was a great show.
It was good, especially with these for 420 too.
Oh yeah,
they switched it all
and
up.
And then it was like, hey yo,
verse.
And it was like, man, I'm so. It was like, yo, even they both was like, man, I'm high right now.
Yeah,
like, yeah. It's like we ain't going in order, man. Just pick something.
Just run it. We ain't even gonna do verses. Mm-hmm. We just gonna have a good ass show with 2 mics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was like, okay, I'll start it up.
But yeah, it's definitely amazing. Like that's something where it's like that's one of the things I wish was like live. It had a live audience because man.
And they did it in the old theaters, the scenery, like old school.
Oh yeah,
it gave you like a.
It gave you like a concert feeling.
Nah, but the background reminded me of the shit where Chris Brown died. And let's do
the Stomp the Yard?
Stomp the Yard. Yeah.
Kind of like a schoolyard, the whole basketball court thing. Yeah, it was
with the fence.
But it's kind of like the whole Park Hill and Staten Island kind of feel. New Jersey kind of feeling, doesn't it? So yeah, I do fucks with it. Something else too that happened. You had the verses, you had that.
Can't remember much.
Yeah, I mean, this week's been an interesting week. We do have that whole Safe Moon thing. I mean, they just announced that there's 2 different listings that they're going to be on. So anybody who's interested in cryptocurrency, or who invests in cryptocurrency, that's what the real hype was about when it comes to Safe Moon. There's like, I mean, it's not on any of the apps that I use, but
what's the point?
It's like, it's called crypto.com. Yeah. Just come on. If you put it on there, everyone will go up. But yeah, I mean, hey, who knows, man? You don't know the future holds, so hey, that's just how it is when it comes to investing. But hey, I think we talked enough. Let's start the show. All right, let's go. We're gonna get into our first one, the good news, which is
from the Good News Network.
Yeah, shout out to the Good News Network. And this headline comes from, it comes from Georgia. And headline reads, Restaurant wants to give Burglar a second chance, offering him a job application. So apparently with this story, there was someone who broke into this restaurant, early on a Saturday morning, but the owner, instead of, turning them in, and plus this all was in, on surveillance.
So he got you.
Yeah, the guy smashed the door, all that stuff. The owner went to Facebook and basically was just like, hey, like I know that everybody's struggling, I understand, it's messed up. I understand why you would break in, probably want to steal. But, and he was saying, and also the part of it he said, okay, our burritos are such a smash. A smash hit. We got people breaking in at 4 a.m. for their fix. So if you see our door looking hurricane fabulous at Wheeler's at Wheeler Road, this is why. To the would be robber who is clearly struggling with life decisions or having money issues, please swing by for a job application. There are better opportunities out there than this path you've chosen. My personal cell is, he puts his personal cell number. He said, no police, no question. Let's sit down, talk about how we could help and fix the road you're on. Sincerely, Carl.
Man, fuck with Carl. Man, what? Carl is the real thing about that.
And it's also because you feel like the whole, instead of just, cancel people or just block people up, try to at least understand them, try to counsel them. And I feel like this is exactly what he's trying to do. It's like he's not just going to be like, okay, yeah, he robbed my place. I want him locked up.
Right.
At least just, okay, we see you're struggling. Let me help you. You can work, you can work here, make some money, And hey, I'm guessing that his employees must make some money because he, the fact that he's offering them a job, I'm like, hopefully he's gonna make some money to like.
I mean, not to belittle this, but I did hear a conflicting story where, like, the time now, like because of like how unemployment is, restaurants are finding it like extremely difficult to get staff.
That is true.
So like, I'm not saying this is a play, but I mean like this can't. If you are in need of help, you help me because I need workers.
Yeah,
I'll help you. And like we don't need to get the police involved. This is like helping the community at its finest.
Because I mean, not only with the unemployment, but also just in general. I mean, yeah, like because of the lack of staffing with restaurants, there are a lot of restaurants, even fast food places, that can't really stay open like they can. There's like even in this area that we live in now, like there's a Taco Bell like by my house. They close early. They don't serve breakfast anymore because of the fact that they don't have the staff to run it.
Right.
There's different restaurants where like some of the employees have to work double shifts. They got to pull all day shifts,
For menus that have been shrunken.
Oh yeah. Oh, of course.
Because you can't. Like, there's no point in serving the whole menu.
I think with McDonald's, like when the pandemic started, they started to really shrink down their menu. They stopped doing the all day breakfast, just because just they weren't able to. So I mean, and then there's also just like at this point in time, there's still people who have like pride issues. They're like they don't want to work in fast food. But I mean, it's like, hey, they'll pay you.
But like the main issue is like the government's still giving unemployment. Like if you were still getting unemployment, why go back to a job that's only offering $2, maybe $6 an hour and tips?
Well, certain restaurants. I mean,
yeah. You know what I mean? Or minimum wage at that. I'm going back to minimum wage and I have to still work.
And then it's also, but I mean, hey, minimum wage is increasing.
This is true.
So
this is true. I'm not pointing to the cross.
Yes.
And I hope like they fix this issue. But it's like I get the struggle.
But I mean, with this news is really, I feel this is very positive and just like how some people's mindset should be instead of just like, going to the whole like, okay, I just want to find this guy, blah, blah, blah. Like, even there's this one news story where it was in Cape Coral and some guy like some people, they stole like some of the cars from a car dealership. And the owner was just like, hey, I just want the cars back. I won't get the police involved or nothing like that. If you guys just bring the car back. And so I think nowadays it's just, they just want people to do right. They don't want to try and get the police involved. They want to keep locking people up because especially now, they see everybody's struggling.
Yeah.
Everyone's struggling. So I guess people now are starting to have some empathy for people. So, and this is an example of that. And again, let's have another round of applause for it. It's great to have empathy for people instead of just judging people. Because you don't know what someone's going through.
Yeah.
You don't know their situation. So,
and just offering help. It's like, man, the man, like, he probably didn't get that much money because if I ain't doing business, he ain't even getting that much money. So, like, I'm even helping him
and
more.
With a lot of restaurants, it's like that register is only going to have $150 in it just for start.
Like, you just making more money on the register. You make more money in the register, dog.
Like that register's probably more.
So sad. But, hey, shout out Funky Punk NYC.
Yo.
What's up, cuz? You're.
New York people in their yurt.
You just hating on the yours, bro. You out here with people.
Bruh.
That's how you know. That's how you know the boys on the block. Yeah, see your cousin. Yeah.
You don't see me going right here saying yo.
It's because yo's don't hit. It's the
shoot. All right, go down to Miami and say yo. That's gonna hit. But
yeah, everybody goes yo, but a proper your. See, everybody. Everyone knows.
Let's get into our next story right here. Let's go into our bad. This one's. When I first saw this headline, it did hit really heavy. It's been saying that. So, this one comes from CNN. It's been reported all over, but it's saying in the last month, the U.S. has reported at least 45 to 50 mass shootings within the last month.
Yeah, that's not good.
Damn! Yeah. Like, and yeah, we talk about
that is not good.
I mean, I don't even really have words for it because you only really see, because even on the news, you only really say about like probably like a couple of them, like the one in Atlanta and all this stuff, but just like the fact that the statistics say it's like 45 to almost 50 within a month.
This week alone, you got like three or four.
3 or 4.
Like if you think about it, like not even this, the week ain't even over yet. That's how bad it is. Yeah. It's just like prayers go out to everybody. You have the FedEx, the one in Texas, the supermarket.
And it's just wild how like now we just become so numb to it.
Yeah.
The fact that it just say like, yeah, it's surprising that it's like 45, almost 50 mass shootings, And then it's saying like statistic wise, like last year there was at least 147. It's said, the U.S. has seen at least 147 mass shootings in 2021 so far.
Only 4 months in.
And that's just wild. I mean, this is why I say, like, I'm not anti-gun. I mean, I'm from Florida, so I can't be anti-gun. Everybody has a gun in Florida. But, I do feel like when it comes to, like, gun laws, there needs to be stricter gun laws. There needs to be better background checks, stuff like that. Because,
I don't know if that helps. So, like,
it gets guns out of the hands of certain people that you suspect with mass shootings. I mean, granted, even if you have, because I feel like with the whole weapons ban, like there's still gonna be ways that you're gonna get these type of weapons.
You can still legally get weapons.
Yes, like they banned the whole like automatic weapons. There's still people who have automatic weapons. So, I mean, there's ways to rig it. So I mean, but I just feel like if you put laws in there, I'm guessing like it could decrease this number. Like I'm just trying to be solution, oriented.
Yeah, no, this whole thing. Because like I had thought about it. Like you ever heard of they were called not guardian angels, but they're like a medic, a field medic in New York City, right?
Yeah.
And it's this organization that like hires nurses, doctors, surgeons, but pretty much these people jobs normally, but outside of work, they got a bag on them that has like a triage, like a medic kit, pretty much to do anything they need to do field medic wise. And like if an ambulance can't get to a person, they find anyone nearest to them that got the pack that they can go to them. Because traffic's crazy in New York City sometimes. Yeah. So like you can't like if you got to get across town or get somewhere, it's almost impossible if it's like five in the afternoon or some shit.
Oh yeah, I know. Like around those traffic jam times, like it's hard to get anywhere in New York. That's why a lot of people don't drive in New York.
Right. So like they combat this by having the civilians be paramedics, or EMTs out in the
or
public.
just to at least do the basic. Like if someone needs CPR, someone needs this or that, just do the basic.
And then like all I'm saying is like having the amount of veterans and like retired cops out here who still got go to the range, still train and do not train but like still practice shooting or something like that. Like give them a provisional,
or just people in general. Like I think.
Well, I wouldn't want to say just people in general because if you got to think about it like training wise. Like if you're a military person, and they're back from the war or whatever, they're still in the protective mode. You know what I mean? It's protect the serve. So you hit them with the order of like, look, you're a civilian. If anything pops off, here's your weapon. You can be like an emergency police.
I think it's probably.
You know what I'm saying? Like an emergency police, because then not only do you give veterans who come back who ain't got a job, people in the community feel more safer knowing that it was like a soldier who like
there's
cares
someone
for
who's
the country.
There's someone who's trained.
Yeah, and sees the big picture. Like I'm not out here just race.
I mean, I was thinking
it's all of us.
I was thinking like that would kind of be the same thing with people who have physical weapons permits, but I know like that doesn't. Physical weapons permit is just like for you to protect yourself outside, and to have your gun on you concealed. But it's not like you can be like a vigilante or just go off.
That's what I'm saying. So, like if you get a weapons permit or concealed permit, that should be a permit where you're allowed to use the weapon in like more than just defend yourself.
More than just self-defense.
Yeah.
Not just,
Like if you see like an active shooter, you're allowed to just be pop, 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 and draw the gun. Because you got an active shooter. If no cops there. And then let's not, I mean, at the same time though.
I do feel like with certain like certain areas, like they do say like with schools and like certain other areas that or actual like, I think like hospitals too, you're not allowed to have a gun, or even like political buildings, you can't have a gun. But I feel like with certain areas, certain other, buildings like the malls, you should like any place where there's a big crowd of people, you should not be allowed to have a gun. Yeah, that's just my personal opinion.
But even still, like that doesn't stop people from bringing them in. You know what I mean? It doesn't stop criminals from bringing them in. Like that's why it's like you should, instead of stopping the guns entirely, do the exact opposite. Because I'm not saying do the opposite, but I mean like give provisional like police license to like military personnel. Give provisional police license to like security security guards who have the gun. You know what I mean? Like, and if you're an off duty bank guardsman that does like high value money, because those guys, if you rob any of those like those cars, those armored cars,
oh yeah, you do.
They light you up on sight. Like there's no, they have no apology.
It ain't no Grand Theft Auto where you like actually like as much like in real life, it's much harder to rob a Brinks truck than it is a Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, they will light you. There is no hesitation, and then they don't even get fired. It's like, yeah, he tried to rob the bank. Cool.
It's like he tried to rob the truck. It's like
cut and paste.
I remember this one time when I was younger, like I saw one of those Brinks trucks. I didn't even know what it was at first. Like I was like, I even asked my dad. I was like, "Yo, Dad, what's that truck? What's in that truck?" And he was just like, "Don't worry about it."
Yeah.
He's like, I'm like, "What do you mean?" Like, hey. Just know, don't worry about it. Don't go nowhere near it.
Don't fuck with it.
You know, it's like I'm like, all right. But then when I actually found out what it was, like later on, I'm like, okay, I get it. Like this ain't Grand Theft Auto. This ain't Takers either.
Scores like the new Jason Statham movie that's coming out. Like there's these bank cars out here, they're open to shoot. So it's like if you can have that. Like if they have that kind of like training,
and they have that kind of like, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like if you think about this, like on the job trading, somebody bumped into you while you bringing money. You thought they were gonna robbing you. You drop the gun and fire. You don't hear those kind of accidents. So it's like they're well trained in that regard. So have them have provisional license for in case of an active shooter, they can draw and shoot the guy, and at the same time, though, the way Chauvin got prosecuted for murder, if he didn't mean it, the same happens for the civilian. You know what I mean? Like, you do the court system across the board. So now, like, there's no immunity to police. There's no immunity to these people who are at the moment, I guess you can say, vigilantes.
Yeah.
Like, nothing. So that's my opinion. I don't know. I could.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I do feel like there needs to be some changes, because 45 or even 50 or 45, like, still too high of a number for just 1 month when it comes out to shoot. It's like, it's just, and the fact that we are still like, we're just so numb to it. It's like, oh, it's just after shooter, nothing. Even though by definition, like, they say if it's a shooting that like at least three people die, it's considered after the shoot, and it's considered a mass shooting.
Yeah. Even
though like it could be 3 or 4 people die, like
which
it's still bad, but
is it 3 at one time?
Yeah, like, I think within the shooting, the time of the shooting, if it's 3 within that moment, then it's considered mass shooting.
So that one person has to.
Yeah,
it's not fun.
It's still
like the one person has to get a kill streak for 3 or more to be considered a mass shooting, basically.
But I mean,
that is terrible.
I mean, yeah,
niggas out here getting kill streaks, bro. It's disgusting.
Very. But I mean, yeah, it's just surprising how this is that many mass shootings and people are still worried about other things besides this one problem that could be easily fixed. But
yeah, like the fact that Russia is getting crazy out here in the streets.
Like, but hey, Russia's saying that, hey, we're open to friendship. Sure. It's like, are you sure?
Like, what about all those bases and you just dropped the new WMD on the world like last week, player.
This is why there's only a few people I don't fuck with. Russians are one of them.
Russians are crazier Floridians. If no one understands that.
I believe they're neck and neck. That's my opinion. I believe they're neck and neck.
Oh,
but if you're talking about, but if you ever do a Florida versus Russia, Russia's beating us.
Russia's
beat us.
Russians.
Unanimously.
Well, I will give you the win. I'm not even like, who you got the money on? Florida? Nah, bro. I'll put all of it on Russia.
All of it on the USSR.
Yeah. I'm all bare today. Like Russia.
But yeah, we're gonna take a quick break. Then we're gonna get back into the show.
Yeah.
So.
Take one.
Yeah.
All right, guys, and that's blah 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 yada yada, and you end it always with a boom. Okay? Hey. Thank you.
This whole time I was ending with a bang. I never did.
It makes so much sense.
I know.
Never did.
Well, guys, we got a special announcement from our own very Icy.
All right.
Yeah. Iceman.
All right.
All right. Guys, we're in the dawn of a new 2000. Just came out of the closet.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
That was great. That was great.
Yes.
What's
My name is Icena now.
Okay.
Okay.
You're a lesbian.
I'm a lesbian.
20 of your lesbian.
And you're Icena.
So,
Yep.
Okay.
wait, so you went from being straight to a lesbian?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Wait, alright. Wait, are you
I only date girls though.
Wait.
So, okay. Okay.
He might
See
be
what I'm
onto
saying?
something.
You see what
He
I'm
might be
saying?
onto
Yeah.
something.
Yo, because you get maternity leave.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You get the you get to leave early.
I feel a cramp right
You know what
now.
I'm saying?
What?
This don't make sense, guys.
If we were on a boat, it'd be women and children first.
Facts. And we'll be first ones on it.
And you get the hottest girls.
Boom.
Oh, hold on.
Think about it.
I'm the new.
How many women are lesbian that are way hotter than straight men?
So you heard about the new Batman? I did not, bro.
Okay, I can't take it anymore. Icy just fucking said he was lesbian. Lesbian? The fuck does that mean? Okay, he's talking about getting paid maternity leave. How?
I'm a lesbian too, so like what?
No, wait.
Damn this. Really? You are too? Yeah.
Wait, what?
I'm a
What?
lesbian too.
Bruh, so am I.
Yeah. See? Hey, I see my boy, we on it. On it for real though. At least it doesn't understand.
Yo, I'm gonna use pregnancy leave, son. Oh my god, this is yo, my newfound glory as being a woman is profound.
Yo,
It's profound.
divine feminine is
Facts.
I'm about to go home and have a bath.
Yo, why you waiting,
Y'all
son?
are fucking cool.
I'm about to take a bath when I get home.
Oh.
No, you're not. I just got my first period.
Yo, that shit kind of heavy, son. What's up with this?
The studio, take one.
Yeah.
All right, guys, and that's blah 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 yada yada, and you end it always with a boom. Okay? Hey! Thank you.
This whole time
Thank
I was
you.
ending with a bang. I never
Yeah,
knew.
it makes so much sense.
I know.
Shit. Never knew.
Well, guys, we got a special announcement from our own very Icy.
All right.
Yeah. The Iceman. So, Iceman.
All right.
All right. Guys, we're in the dawn of a new 2000. Just came out of the closet.
Nice.
Okay. That was great.
Yes.
What's
My name is Icena now.
Okay.
Okay.
You're a lesbian.
I'm a lesbian.
20 of your lesbian.
And you're Icena.
So,
Yep.
Okay.
wait, so you went from being straight to a lesbian?
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Wait, alright. Wait, are you?
I only date girls though.
Wait.
All right, y'all, we back. You know, and now it's time for our what the news. And yeah, this one.
I'm gonna say it.
Hey, bro.
I know it.
What?
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
There's a lot of people who care, but it's just.
That was it. that was it.
Hey, bro.
Like,
What?
Oh my God!
Cause like I mean, how you get knocked out? Well, how you get knocked the out? You know what I'm saying? You got.
we need that sound next. we need to get that sound soon. But and then to some I get it. Like they say that both Logan Paul and Jake Paul, they both train in boxing and all that stuff. It's like, I mean, guy Jake Paul was going up against was, skilled, trained, professional MMA fighter. And it's not that. I mean, shout out to Triller. I feel like the Triller Fight Club is going to be something, something different, something big. Especially the way they did the whole Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. fight. I feel like this is definitely something that is going to get more people into boxing,
right?
In a way.
Yeah.
But I mean, there are people who train like crazy.
I'm not gonna
to
lie.
box, and you just got these people who are just famous who are just going to bring in people. Just like, come on.
I'm not gonna
I
lie,
feel like
the man's like the Muhammad Ali though. I'm just saying he ain't no Muhammad Ali, but he acting like one. He a whack ass copycat. All this hyping up and then beating niggas. He just like it's like, all right. Because he won the last fight, right?
Yeah. I mean, Logan Paul knocked out Nate Robinson. I mean, Nate Robinson is not even an actual fighter, but
yeah.
I mean, we get the whole celebrity boxing thing, but this, I mean,
this is I want someone to knock his ass out. You want a good person.
The same thing with like they talking about. I think Logan Paul's supposed to fight Mayweather. I mean, man, that's an easy bag for Mayweather. I'm gonna just say it now. That's an easy bag for Mayweather.
You say that.
It's the same. I mean, but I also think with this, I will give it to the fact that the guy who's supposed to fight Jake Paul, he's MMA. MMA is different from boxing. We saw that with the fight between Mayweather and McGregor. That you have like it's a science to box.
Yeah,
boxing's not like it's a skill, but it's more of a science.
There's a formula.
So,
as they say.
So for sure, like I'm not knocking nobody, but I still feel like you still need. There are a lot of people. There are a lot of big names in the boxing world. Where it's like you can take those people and make Triller a thing. You don't have to just have just these guys who are bringing in the hype.
Yeah.
I
mean, again.
But I mean, hey, if he came in, he got the W. So
he's bringing in like a energy into boxing that wasn't there.
Well,
in a while.
Well, yeah, for a while. I mean,
energy
there. For boxing was there, like at least back in the day when you had those big names, like when you had Ali in his prime, you had Tyson in his prime. You got those big
Foreman, George Foreman.
I mean, and also with some, I think like nowadays it's just when you have two big names in a fight, like like the most recent, Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
That fight, when you got those two, like that's the most I've seen people hype for boxing. But you got actual good boxers, like
it's just like I guess like it's like a WWE. You know what I mean? Like a WWE vibe or like a Raw versus WWE in a way. I feel like how they're hyping it up. It's like they I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. It just feels like an energy of like the electricity. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the ring or whatever, you're more hyped for a fight. Before UFC was taking all that hype. Like you had the great fights in UFC, and they're more brutal, faster, better fight comp. Then you watch like boxing and just two dudes around the ring and then they go for points. It's like, bro, I'm looking for the hits. I'm looking for action.
I mean, but then again with boxing, like you can like it's two people hitting each other mostly in the head. So it's like you can die from this.
Right.
And then we've seen people die in the ring.
Yeah.
So and plus with these days, there's not like a whole like it's not like real insurance for boxers. It's not real, just there's not really anything to really protect these boxers. So, I get it, but
I just want more action. I just say when you watch UFC and you see the women go at it, and then the blood be all over the mat, and you be like, damn, that was a fight.
Like people think we're for saying this, but I do like seeing women boxers. I do like seeing women like speaking of that, Clarissa, like I think her name's Clarissa, but she's a women's boxer. She's like I think like 9 times or like something like champion, and she's an amazing boxer. And she's gonna do her first MMA fight soon, and I'm
excited.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I think she's gonna fuck some shit up.
I hope so.
Like I'm telling you.
I hope so. I want the Ronda Rousey. There's a Spanish chick beating up this white girl, and I don't know the names. It was like I just remember the fight, and like I remember the fight being both of them were bloody. Like I'm not gonna hold you. The white girl threw in some haymakers, a couple kicks too, and she took the face. But somehow the Spanish girl just kept doing the ground and pounds. And I was just like, the ref, and then that's the thing, the refs be waiting. I feel like the refs wait a little too long at times. They'll just be like,
I mean, sometimes you gotta let it go because it's like sometimes you might call too early. It's like they're still defending themselves. So that's kind of the difference between
a good ref,
not even just good ref, bad, but like the difference between like the two different like just with MMA and boxing. Because in boxing, it's like I mean, there are sometimes that are like they need to let the boxers go. Like even like within the last fight with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, Deontay was just like, hey, I don't care how bad I'm getting beat, just let me go.
Yeah.
But his trainer, who people will say helped save his life, was just like, nah, we don't in the towel, which I kind of get, but
I don't know. I'm just excited to see how the turn of events of boxing goes now.
Yeah.
We should be back at the MGM grounds again.
Mm-hmm.
Great, like maybe a new game. They bring out another fight night.
I heard there was rumor that they were supposed to man, I was just like, they should. I mean,
They bring out another fight night.
I'm not gonna lie, I'll probably be only playing as Deontay Wilder. But hey,
was it Anthony Joshua?
Oh yeah, Anthony Joshua.
I'll probably play Anthony Joshua because I like him. I like him as a fighter.
Yeah.
He be
or Lance Crawford. Lance Crawford is a beast. Like,
see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm saying
he's some good fights.
Yeah, honestly. So I'm saying bring some boxers like that are skilled and because I mean the hype's gonna be there. If it's a good matchup, the hype's gonna be there.
Yeah.
But yeah. I am a little bit upset that they didn't have the or that they didn't really organize like as well like the like for Carissa to fight who's Muhammad Ali's daughter? Layla Ali.
Yeah.
Because they was going back and forth and all that stuff. I'm like, yo,
they said something.
I think it was just like it was either the money or just the amount of time to train because you got to give Layla Ali some time to train.
Yeah.
She hasn't boxed in a while, so I mean,
Kim was expected to be right out the gate, ready.
Like,
what? I'm eating butterfinger and like having to eat some butterfinger. Huh? Ready?
Like
ready? No, man. Those butterfingers? Yeah. What?
Like
yeah, butterfingers. I've been chilling.
Oh,
I ain't ready. No, give me like 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much how it should have been.
I think. Yeah. But yeah, with this whole Jake Paul thing, it's just like, because I was expecting him to get his ass whooped, but shit. I mean, we just got to see how it is. I mean, if Logan Paul and Jake Paul are like real deal, legit, fighters that they say they are, hey, I'll give them their props. But until then, shoot, I'm still gonna root against them anytime they take a fight.
Just have like some, but you know what, bro? We just up the ante. Just throw them into like a ring with wrestlers. What is this? What is this? This here is what we call Batista. Like, don't even refer to him as a name. It's a thing.
I thought you was acting.
All right. Nah, I'm trying to get into roles again. Oh my god, Batista bomb! Jesus. Oh. Like, wake up, son.
Let's go into our next segment. You know, what made the most noise this week? And of course, we done talked about it earlier. I mean, we saw how social media was after, after this whole verdict. But on Tuesday, the verdict for the, for the case of Derek Chauvin, they said for all three charges I think it was second degree, third degree, and manslaughter. Found guilty in all three. And boy, did Twitter have a field day. We're not gonna get into the whole I will say it was surprising to me that he got guilty. I mean, I'm just saying we've seen so many, even with body cam, all this stuff, we've seen so many cops get off.
Yeah,
with witnesses and everything, we've seen, first of all, starting with the whole George Zimmerman thing. This whole waiting for the verdict gave me that kind of vibe of how I felt back then, just waiting for that. And when I heard guilty on all three charges, I'm like, my heart got heavy. But
yeah,
I mean, I am happy that George Floyd got justice, but there's still a lot that we have to. There's still a lot that needs to be done. You see Kerry Washington saying, this fight for justice is still not over. We have a lot of work to do. You got.
I don't want to belittle the case, but it is like a huge moment. But at the same time, though, we made this moment possible. Let's keep 100. They could not afford
another summer like we had last summer.
Not guilty on.
You saw what happened last summer,
and then another person got shot. Mm-hmm. They could not afford a not. They were like they probably looked at Chauvin and was like, "You gonna get it?"
It's like,
and they're like, "But I just nah. You get it. You did not get it."
It's like, look, we didn't even have you on trial, and they burned the city down.
You know what I'm saying? It's safer for you in jail. 100. I can't. We can't guard you, and we send you outside. That's the world getting you, dog. What are you gonna do? You gonna start working from home and shit? You see what happened to this black dude? You see what happened to the black dude and the white dude talking? People were outside that white dude's house that day, bro. The video was up 20 minutes later.
Literally said, we ain't gonna jump you.
You know what I'm saying?
They had to back. Oh man,
and he's a military person.
He's scared. I just feel people are just sick and tired. So, I mean, this is just one of, I hope, many officers being held accountable for this. But
it's not just that. We have to continue being this in the front with all the injustice that cops do. You know what I mean? You can't just be like, all right, now we got one and just let it ride. You know what I'm saying?
We even got Young Miami from the City Girls just reacting. I mean,
that's just everybody out here.
I mean, this was definitely a big.
There was another.
Oh god.
There was another. I was watching. This Twitch streamer Melissa with Chisels. I can't pronounce her name, but she started crying and I got emotional watching her because how hyped she was for us. But the entire time, my man was writing a novel. I wanted to see his book. What was you writing?
Oh yeah.
He was writing the entire time, and then when they were going, juror, was that correct? Yes or no? And he was like, yeah. That's correct. Guilty.
Everybody was like, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They was quick. Yup.
It's everybody saw the video.
He's
guilty.
Juror number 7. Yes. All right. Just give me a second to say the whole thing though before. Okay. Juror number 22. Did you mean that? Yes.
Yes. Like,
yes.
It's like, okay, now all y'all stay at the same time. You know, it's like, yes.
Yes.
Like, they just seem frustrated.
Dude, what do you not get, Judge? Yeah, he guilty. You want to hear like a black dude just come out the back. My nigga, he already guilty. We all saying it. Like,
this reminded me. It's like, hey, whoa.
Okay.
This reminded me of that episode of Boondocks with the whole with the R. Kelly case, and then Uncle Rocky was talking about how he was on jury. Like, that is definitely how I would have been.
Yeah,
like how I would have been like with this. Okay, if I was the juror on that, like, it's like, how, like, okay, wait, you got a mandate. It's like, we have a video. We don't need a mandate.
Yeah.
Lock him up. I'll lock the key myself. Like, oh my God. But nah, here, one reaction that I thought was just wild. Like, we got to go on our Twitter for this one, because I think I shared it, but I don't know. Let's go quick.
Click allow. Allow.
Yeah, we gotta feel the name of our chat. I mean,
bro, my chat strict. My chat strict. We don't play no games. The chat is strict out here, bro. You know, yo, you just be happy I got a chat bot, because now I can just be out here just, you know what I'm saying? Plus, Twitch be like, yo, we can't be fucking up no more. We got so many DNCAs out our ass, bro.
Man, one reaction that got the whole Twitter game like just wilding was this one from Bootsy, when he was like, he lucky he ain't going to jail in Louisiana. Boss call would have been made. Hold up. Like, sir.
Huh?
Sir.
Hey, bro.
What?
Oh my God!
Like, sir.
That's when you just go,
what the like, it's like everybody just like, how? And everybody like, yo, there are just times where it's like, now Boosie is definitely an icon, but bro, there are just some times where it's like, you make it hard for me to defend you, bro. When you say shit like that,
I'm at the meme right below it, bro. The meme right below it is the funniest one, bro. Because you know your man Boosie saw this. It was just like,
he said stories about how he saw, like, you know, just the wildest things while he was in jail. He was like, yo, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah. And I heard too that like several black correctional officers are like banned or barred from guarding him. Like, they're just like,
it's like,
come in my office. Yeah, that Chauvin guy coming in, right, boss?
It's like, yeah,
yes, but you're not.
Oh my God.
You're not on this detail. What? Burn. Like, yeah.
It's like, but the fact that everyone's like, boss call would have been made. Like, what?
Yeah.
I had to post this. I was like, yo. I was like, he said he gonna call this guy?
I need to.
The charge is yours. Now, I tell you what, I like you, and I want you. Now, we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. The charge is yours.
Boost's about to call this guy? Like,
oh, I see. I call you Chris Handsome.
Like, oh man.
Like, huh?
And then this was like, is this something you gotta tell us, Boost? Yeah. Oh man. This is wild. This one's just wild. Come on now.
Oh, y'all don't know this like I know this.
Oh my God. Come on. It's that bullshit. There's when the lights go out in prison.
Oh, man. Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man. Hey.
Y'all wrong.
It says, so you got the booty boy on standby. The Boosie is wild for this one.
Like it's so it's so questionable. You just
this is just like, yo. I mean, you speaking from damn.
That's all you do. You just
gotta be like, I don't know whether to laugh or to just.
You serious?
Like,
serious?
Like, you know,
He
like,
said that.
But man, I mean,
It was come to car, just be like Lil Nas X, nigga. Just say something. Dang.
Oh my god.
We all suspected.
Like, no. It's like, we get it, you know, jail changes people, but
no, there's no harm in that. But you can't just go around saying certain phrases. You're not in jail anymore.
Oh man.
That may be
like
that's the problem. He got jail vernacular still. And it's like
and like just and people in the outside world just don't know.
Yeah, that would fly in jail. But
like people in the jail probably know what he's talking about. But nah. Us out here we're just like, wait, boss called me, bro. What? We're just all like, what did you oh my god. But yeah, man, I mean, hopefully this conviction is one of many, and hopefully Derek Chauvin is not the last cop to be held accountable. But yeah, man, this has been another episode of The Good,
The Bad,
and What the So, you know, anything before we head out, man?
Stay tuned. We got more episodes in the tank.
Of course.
We got new equipment in, so we got skits on the way and movies in the way. So we have casting calls happening soon.
Mm-hmm. Anybody who's in the Lehigh Acres or the Fort Myers, even Cape Coral area, you know. You trying to get
We nominated.
Oh yeah! Oh,
we nominated.
Before we go, we have a good announcement. You know, it is part of, I think it's called the Ford Entertainment Awards. Yeah, Ford Entertainment Awards, and in Fort Myers area, we here at TV Nerds. Oh, hold on. Let's just go back.
Yeah, we'll just pull it up.
All right. Yes, we here at TV Nerds have been nominated for best podcast.
So, if you would, is it on our page? I don't know.
It should be on our page. Yeah, it is. I did. Hold up. Just keep scrolling down. Sure. Yeah, right here. Right here. Oh, not even on the screen yet. Oh my god. Yeah, right here. We here at TV Nerds, we have been nominated for best podcast.
Yo, so yeah, for more information, visit
FordEntAwards.com or just text the number right there, and vote for us. We've been nominated alongside with Pickle Sausage Chronicles. So shout out to everybody at the Pickle Sausage Chronicles. Y'all are a great, podcast. It's an honor to be nominated alongside with y'all. Anybody who's watching from home, just go on the website or text number and vote for us.
There's another one. I got one. I'm also nominated myself for best chef.
Oh, really?
Yeah, best chef for Smoking Hot Cooking.
Oh, yes, of course.
There we go. And did she not put it up?
I think she probably put it on her page.
Maybe.
But yeah, Smoking Hot Cooking got best chef. I mean, everybody here at TV News, we working.
Yeah.
And we are getting recognized for our work. So, I mean, I feel like this is I was speechless when I saw this. So, it is
sausages.
Again, shout out to Pickle Sausage Chronicles, But like most definitely, it's an honor to be recognized for the hard work we have. And
best
chef,
top chef, top chef.
So
yeah. If everyone watching, supporting us, if you could go to the website.
Y'all go ahead and vote.
Appreciate it.
And yeah, this has been another episode of The Good, The Bad, and What the
Yeah, so thank y'all for watching.